So I'm headed to Buffalo today via the Seaway Trail from Greece, New York, or not Greece, but up near the lake. I'm not really sure. But I'm headed along the lake from Rochester to Niagara Falls to Buffalo, and it should be a pretty interesting trip. I haven't ridden this road in a while, and last time I rode it, it was very bumpy, and I don't really know what to expect. I know that they fixed part of it, but I'm not sure how much, so I'll let you know. I'm going to restart my odometer for my trip when I get to the Seaway Trail, and I'll be able to tell you how far everything is and give you a little more detail about the trip. So I hope you enjoy the video. I'm gonna get this out of the way now. Like, subscribe, comment, and I'm also on Twitter at Ride with Derek. I'm trying to be more social, but Twitter was never really my thing. I'm trying to get into it, I guess. Alright, well, yeah, stay tuned. I don't know what to say. Okay. Ever since my crash last year, which there's a video of, I've been practicing cornering the bike as upright as possible, because that was really my issue at the track, was not really knowing how to corner a bike as well as I do now. So I've been practicing my leaning, even when it's not necessary, like that exit, you know, just so I have the experience and the instincts. That's something that, you know, you really rely on a motorcycle, is you really have to have your instincts set, like rock solid. So I didn't. If you watch, I wasn't leaning properly, and I gave a little too much gas on the exit, and yeah, I wrecked my bike. It was a lemon, kind of, but I still wrecked it, and I wouldn't have if I had proper turning, if I knew how to properly turn. And so I'm glad I had that experience. I'm glad I didn't get hurt, because it pushed me to take my advanced riders course, and I had a lot of fun in the advanced riders course. It was led by some people I know, and it was just it wasn't hard, but it wasn't easy either, and I learned a lot of stuff that I wouldn't have learned otherwise, I don't think. And I perfected not perfected, but I started some skills that I've been trying to perfect, such as trail braking, which is when you lead into a turn with a little bit of brake, and then around a little bit before the you let off until the apex, then you give it gas. That helps you reduce your turning radius and also accelerate faster out of the turn. But it's, you know, they're not easy skills to learn. And especially with trail braking, you mess up with trail braking, you can send your bike skidding down the highway. So I haven't really been practicing the trail braking so much on roads. I've been doing it at the closed course that Ready to Ride has, the rider course has. So yeah. So I've been on this road for about 14 miles, and now it's gotten to the really bad part that I thought they might have fixed, but I guess they didn't. So I don't know how much farther this goes on. I hope it's not too far, but I don't think, I mean, I'm sure they would close the road if it got this bad, right? I don't know. But yeah. Oh, this isn't as bad as back there. Oh, there we go. That's some of the road that we love. Man, it's bad. This is really, really bad. But one of the interesting things about this road, because of the horrible job they did paving it, and because of how bumpy it is, no one drives on it. It's like empty. It's crazy. And it just, I don't know, it feels like the apocalypse a little bit. You know, no one's maintaining the roads. It's like there's nobody around. It's weird. Oh, jeez. Wow. Alright, I'll tell you when this ends. So, it was only about 6 miles of that bad road, and now, you know, it's fine. Just normal concrete. Not my favorite substance to ride or drive on. Sorry. I just like subconsciously opened my helmet. I should think about that before we do it. So there were only about 6 miles of that bad road. Now it's just normal concrete. Not my favorite thing to drive on, but it's better than gravel and dirt, so but we are getting near, I think, about the halfway point where the highway ends and I have to take surface roads back all the way to Niagara Falls, and then I think I'm staying on surface roads in Niagara Falls, and yeah, I think I'll figure it out when I get there. I don't have GPS running or anything. It's really kind of go west until everything turns to the left, and then go south to Buffalo. That's kind of my plan, you know, because there's going to be a point where I can't go west anymore because Canada. Oh, look at all those boats over there. We're so close to the ocean, to the sea or lake. It's huge. It's massive. It's a sea. Freshwater sea. It's not. It's a lake, but I think that's the difference between a sea and a lake. I don't know, I didn't take geography, but I think a sea is like salt water, whereas a lake, a great lake like this, I mean, it's like fresh water. I'm not really sure. I think it's like 10% salt water or something like that. I don't remember. That might be the Hudson River where I grew up. I think it's 10% salt water. You get some weird fish and stuff in there. Another inch. Alright, so I'll do another video when I get to Erie. Not Erie, Niagara Falls. So I'm at the end of the highway, and I'm about to switch over to surface roads. I've never been to the end of a highway where there are just signs that there's like end of highway. Like, what happens? The end of highways where I've been on, they just turn into other highways, and things like that. Oh, that's kind of exactly what I thought the end of the highway would look like. That's not as interesting as I thought. Well, there's a car up there. I kind of wish I could go see what's down the old highway. So I'm just gonna stay on the scenic byway. Ah, Niagara Falls. Okay. So I'm on the right track. It'd be pretty hard to miss Niagara Falls, to be honest. So I just saw a sign on the side of the road that said Lighthouse next right. So I took that right, and I thought we were a lot closer to the lake, but I guess not. So the lighthouse should be somewhere up here. I'm not exactly sure. I hope I don't have to pay to get in. I'm not going to if I do. There's clearly no lighthouse. Unless that's the lighthouse. I hope that's not the lighthouse. That's a shitty lighthouse. I think that's the lighthouse. So I just got into Niagara Falls. I've been here a few times, but I've never been on this particular road. I think if you look over, I'm gonna look for you, but right over there's a hydroelectric dam. That's Canada. And if I remember correctly, that's the power plant that started the northeastern massive blackout cascade thing that caused a huge amount of, like, just damage in terms of, like, cost and like, not even repair costs, but lost wages, lost work, people stuck in elevators, stuff like that. Yeah, this is kind of a nice area. The last 2 times I was here is in the winter, and nobody comes to Niagara Falls in the winter. So it just turns into like this desolate ghost town of like weird touristy stuff that's not quite like staffed fully, and it's just weird. Don't come to Niagara Falls in the winter. So I'm just getting into Buffalo right now. You can see Canada over there. Buffalo has some really bad roads and some not so great drivers, so I gotta focus a little bit here, but nothing really interesting between Niagara Falls and here, so I didn't really record anything. Yeah. Alright, I think this will probably be the end of the video. I've made it to Buffalo. Gonna get some lunch and then I'm gonna take I-90 home. But I hope you enjoyed it. Kind of a backcountry experience a little bit. Yeah, mishaps along the way. I don't know if I recorded it, but if I did, you have already seen it. But my phone charger caught fire in my bike, and that wasn't super fun. But I tried to get a new one, but now my phone's not charging at all, so I hope it didn't wreck the phone. We'll see. But I think I've got Apple Care. I hope I have Apple Care. Oh well. You'll find out in the next episode. Remember to follow me on Twitter, like, favorite, subscribe, whatever. See you in the next video. So what you're gonna need to do is put your phone on the brake.
Yeah, brake? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm on the brake.
That's the brake.
Alright.
Put down your handbrake. Yeah. Oh.
It doesn't work? It does
Hold
work.
it up too hard.
Oh, sorry.
Alright.
Oh, dude.
Put your foot down on the clutch.